This is my book review on Stephen King's Cujo. If you've read any of Stephen King's books, it's very similar to him. The story progresses fairly well. He has pretty good description. Sometimes, though, he goes on tangents with it. The writing of it can be a little debaucherous, like a lot of other Stephen King. I've read Stephen King's own writing, and that was my favorite Stephen King book. Again, I've only read a few, but, I'm kind of partial to nonfiction, so I like that. But anyways, it was an alright book. You can definitely get the sense of, Stephen King's work ethic when he wrote it. You just have the image of him sitting behind a keyboard for 20 hours a day, just grinding it out. At sometimes it's almost like a lot of what he's typing doesn't make sense, but you can just tell he's working really hard. If that makes sense. I mean, if you've read a lot of Stephen King. So anyways, the basic plot of the book is this. It takes place in Maine, like half of Stephen King's books do. And it takes place in Maine, and this man and his business partner, they own a marketing company, and they have a problem inside their business. There is some bad publicity for one of the companies they were representing. So they had to leave the town and, deal with that issue. And one of the guy's wives and kid, they had car problems. They were driving and they stopped at the mechanic's garage. And there is Cujo, the rabid dog. And earlier in the book, he kills the mechanic, he kills someone else, and the dog's pretty much just around the car, just biding his time. And he's got bloodlust. He wants to attack the woman and her child. And they're trapped in their car. It's the middle of summer. And there's a little bit of suspense because they're dying from the heat from being trapped inside the car, but they can't leave because Cujo's outside. And there's also some side plot too. Overall it was good, having only read a couple other of Stephen King's fiction works. It was alright, very similar, but it was alright.